Hello, my name is Miles Sully, and today I'll be talking about how to teach the task of shooting a jump shot. First off, what is a jump shot? A jump shot is a method for basketball players to score points. They can do this at different locations on the basketball court. Based on where they shoot the shot from will determine how many points they will get. On my left, I have a video of Steph Curry. Steph Curry is known for his prolific jump shot. He is also known for shooting from very far distances. On my right, I have a video clip of Shawn Marion. Shawn Marion is known for a very unorthodox release. However, he did shoot a very good percentage over the course of his career. I use these two examples to show that there is no one perfect form for shooting a jump shot. To teach this, I use the ecological theory of motor control and motor learning. For motor control, I focused on the subject's perception of their environment. Through this, their perception would lead to certain actions to shoot the ball. Each of these jump shots or actions would be unique for each of these attempts. For motor learning, I focused on the intrinsic feedback the environment would give the subject. Through this, the subject would have to recognize the correct and incorrect perceptual cues that were given. From there, they would perform the movement desired. For this study, Tristan was my subject. We had 6 in-person sessions, each consisting of at least 15 minutes. All of these were held in Turner Gym. For our schedule, we used mass practice with part and whole training. We also used variable, discrete, and serial tasks. The style of learning was discovery, and as the coach, I used the knowledge of results on a fading schedule. My plan consisted of 3 different drills. The first one was a pump fake drill. Tristan would stand in front of the goal and go through the shooting motion. However, he would not release the ball. The second one was a close shot drill, where Tristan would stand in the same place for the pump fake drill. However, this time he released the ball. Also, as shown on my right, he would either use a double limb or single limb stance. The third drill was a catch and shoot drill. With this, we chose 3 different locations that varied in the angle and distance from the basket. I would pass him the ball and he would shoot and then move to the next location. For an assessment, we used the 5-spot drill. On my right is a video of Tristan completing this 5-spot drill. He would shoot at one spot and then move to the next as I passed him the ball. On the far left, you see a table of the session number and the score for both attempts in each session. As you can see, the number of makes do not correlate with the increase in session number. A main reason why I think this is because Tristan's perception changed as he moved from one spot to the next. This could have been because of his velocity moving from one spot to the next, his jump height, his release point, and also just how he saw the ball going to the basket. Next, I'd like to point out some limitations in my study. First is the lack of acknowledgement to the other systems in play. For example, the neuromuscular system is not emphasized in ecological theory. However, it does play a large role in Tristan producing motion to shoot the basketball. Second, I could have used another motor theory or stage of learning. For example, if I wanted to focus on degrees of freedom, I could have used systems theory with Bernstein's 3-stage approach. And lastly, I should have used a long-term retention test. Yes, I did have an assessment after each session, which is good, but I feel now in hindsight that if I had a longer period of rest, for example, 6 weeks, and then a retest of the assessment, I would see different results and potentially see how much Tristan learned. In closing, some reflections about my study. The ecological theory definitely worked its purpose for introducing the task. However, if he were to improve in his skill, he would have to increase in the practice. And I don't think it's a use it or lose it situation with shooting a basketball. I feel that he would use his previous experience and perception of that environment as a basis and then adjust accordingly.